my name is Kay. I'm a poet and a writer, and on this channel I do reactions to K-pop videos, mostly to BTS. I had been intending to post my reaction to Blue and Gray for today when this video is going up. I had already recorded it and edited it, but I wanted to react to the outstanding MTV performance that they did, the live performance, and I think MTV is blocking me. So no matter how much I seem to edit it, they're not letting me post it. Unfortunately, that video I'm probably going to have to re-record with a different version. I'm really sad because I really liked that version, but I guess I will avoid doing any of their MTV performances in the future. And so today I'm going to do a reaction to a different song, also by BTS. This one, I believe, is mostly written by Suga and is mostly sung by Suga. And it is Nevermind, which is a short little song. I hopefully found the best lyric video, but if there are some errors in the translation, definitely let me know. I know that this song means a lot to the group. It means a lot to Jimin since he got it tattooed on his side. It is a much shorter song, and I thought I could definitely get it edited in time to get up for you, but I also always intended to get to this song. So that is what we are doing today, is reacting to the lyrics of Nevermind. Let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start off, Suga likes to just tell it as it is. He's had some struggles. People said he wasn't going to do it. Now he's become the pride of his family. He has succeeded to an extent. If there's anything that's different, it's my height. Basically that I've grown up, but I haven't necessarily changed. I also like that he says, without me noticing, I've become the pride of my family. That like this is something that just happened over time, that he was so focused on his career that he just became the pride of his family. I'm sure he's talked about how he maybe, not that his family was like less supportive, but that they didn't necessarily believe in what his dream was. And I think that's something that BTS has talked about. Like there are idols who have more supportive families and idols who have less supportive families, and it's really hard to get into being an idol. It's really hard to get into any kind of creative career. You can't really fault families for not wanting their kids to go down a path that, you know, can be really detrimental to their health, can be really detrimental to their mental state, can lead to nothing, can lead to poverty. You choose a hard life when you go into a creative pursuit. And BTS chose a very hard life and had a very hard time, and so you can't fault their families for not being like wildly supportive of their choices during that time. You know, you succeed and suddenly the whole narrative around that changes, you know? And you hear that a lot with different idols, where people were very wary when they're, you know, children, getting into these really competitive, kind of dangerous careers that, you know, 99% of people do not succeed in. And just because they became the 1%, their family is very proud and very happy, and they talk about how much they supported them. But having your reservations, I don't know why I waxed poetic on that. We can go on now. But I think this song also is that type of narrative. This is the kind of like, hey, growing up wasn't easy, but now we're here. And this is kind of how we did it, like kept my head down and kept running. And because he's Suga, he says specifically from the underground workplace in Namsendong, and my beat has been laid out until, and I think I'm going to say this one wrong, Apgujeong. Ah, it's a wealthy neighborhood in Gangnam. There you go. Okay, and now he's saying, people said like, don't push yourself too hard. If you act as if you're a know-it-all and will be making music, you'll make your home go broke. Like if you just focus on the, and this is what I was talking about before, that like most of the time people are right about that. Most of the time, if your family is like, hey, if you just throw away school and put everything into this and don't get a career, we're all gonna go broke supporting you. Most of the time they're right. Like, BTS is not the norm. They're the standout group. You know, there's some acknowledging of that, but also like, at the same time, they would not have gotten there if they had listened to those people. It's sort of a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, some people do go broke. Some people do not make it at all. Some people really have no reward after the struggle. Luckily, BTS did the struggle and got the reward. But it's not unfair to say that that does not happen most of the time. Suga's saying, no matter what anybody said, he went his own way and did it his own style. He did it his own way. And how do you think he's doing right now? And he's right. He wouldn't have gotten here if he hadn't done what he did, if he hadn't decided that this was his path and he was sticking to it. But again, it is a fair criticism when people are young to be like, hey, you might not make it. Because people love you and care about you and are looking out for you. But he's also right. Like, if he hadn't, then he wouldn't be where he is. He's there because he decided he was doing this and put everything into it. Double-edged sword. And of course he's shouting out the haters. There were plenty of people who were not being, oh hun, oh my goodness, she just wants to play. She just wants to play. Are you here because we're talking about a kitty and you're a kitty? There are plenty of people who just wanted to see BTS fail, just wanted to see Suga in particular fail. And yep, it's fair to be like, hey, my house is not going broke. I'm doing just fine, making plenty of money off of my art. When you get criticism, you do have to think, where is it coming from? From someone who loves and cares about me, or from someone who just genuinely wants to see me fail? And if it's people seeing me fail, that's when you do what Suga's doing. You stick up your middle finger and say, how you like me now? I love that. I love that line. Like I always said hundreds of times every day, never mind me. You know, like keeping to yourself, being like, don't worry about me, worry about your own self. I'm just here doing my thing. Don't let yourself be bothered. Never mind me. But I can have a taste of failure and frustration and bow my head. And bowing your head down, you know, showing a sense of, you can say respect, but also failure, that you feel like you are lesser, the other person is right, bowing your head and acknowledging your faults. And moss surely grows on a stone that doesn't roll. That's of course a very old saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss. But so this idea of like striving and driving forward, because otherwise nothing's gonna happen, otherwise moss will grow on you. If you can't return, go straight through your mistakes and forget them all. Just keep going. Like he was saying, put your head down, acknowledge the faults and acknowledge the mistakes, and just keep working. Just never mind me. Keep going forward and just forget about the other things, because that's not how you get to where you want to be. Never mind, it's not easy, but engrave it onto your chest. If you feel you're going to crash, then accelerate more, you idiot. This was the like breaking point for me listening to the song. I was just like, damn son, if you feel like you're going to crash, accelerate more. And this is something that actually, like, I can't think of like precisely the situation it is where this is actually something that you do, and I think it's on like Black Ice, where it's not, or even it, like crashing into something, like if you're like going to almost crash, there are times when slamming on the brake is not the way, just in driving terms, where slamming on the brake will actually make the accident worse, will actually make you like spin out or get hurt worse, where accelerating through something could be the thing that saves your life. But I love that he's saying this, like, if you feel like you're going to fuck up and fail, if you feel like you're going to crash and burn, if you feel like you're going to fail anyway, just do more, like work harder, do it faster, like just put out the things that people say aren't good enough, just accelerate more, try harder, you idiot. I love that. That's really like, oh, that line by itself is so good. I love that too. We're too young and immature to give up. Like, we've got our youth, we've got our immaturity backing us up. Like, people will give you a lot more leeway when you're young and learning to fuck up than they will when you're older and should know better. So you might as well make your mistakes while you're young, and that's totally true. That song is really like, if you need a driving force to like keep you going, that is totally it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to continue to try to get Blue and Gray to work. If not, I will definitely re-record it because I really love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Suga is a great lyricist. This song is fantastic. I will definitely be doing more BTS videos, but let me know what your favorites are and I will try to get to them sooner. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I will see you again soon. Bye!